What if I could tell you about a plan that protects people, reduces taxes, generates billions of dollars in revenue, creates numerous jobs, and helps the environment? The plant that I just described was marijuana. Prohibition of marijuana has created many myths and is not working. The federal government should legalize marijuana because marijuana being illegal creates many problems. The way to fix this is to legalize, regulate, educate, and medicate. I will begin with the 5 major problems with marijuana being illegal. The first being marijuana use among teenagers. A big concern with marijuana today is that teenagers are using this substance. According to the Attitude Tracking Study by the Partnership for a Drug-Free America in 2009, the number of teens in grades 9 through 12 who have used marijuana increased 19%, from 32% in 2008 to 38% in 2009. Teens have access to marijuana because it isn't regulated. They receive marijuana from drug dealers who don't care how old they are, as long as they have money. The second problem is that jails are becoming overcrowded. This is a result of who is being arrested. According to marijuana arrests in the U.S. by the Marijuana Policy Almanac in 2008, 89% of marijuana arrests are for possession, whereas only 11% are for the sale of marijuana. The third problem is that marijuana can't be used as a medicine. Many people could benefit from the use of medical marijuana, but because it is illegal, they must suffer or take prescription medications that are highly addictive and have many side effects. Medical marijuana is less addictive than painkillers, alcohol, and tobacco, and has no lasting side effects. The fourth problem is that the production of hemp is illegal. The production of hemp could create many new industries and help the environment, but because marijuana is illegal, so is the production of hemp. According to Hemp Facts by the North American Industrial Hemp Council in 1997, the difference between marijuana and hemp is that hemp is bred to maximize fiber, seed, and oil, whereas marijuana is bred to maximize THC. The fifth problem with marijuana being illegal is the money that goes to the black market and foreign countries. Because marijuana is illegal, the money that is generated from the sale of marijuana goes to the black market and the foreign countries. This money is used for drugs, weapons, and support of drug cartels and gangs. Norm Stamper, a former chief of police in Seattle, stated to U.S. Today in 2010 that prohibition of marijuana does nothing to stop substance abuse. Rather, it fuels the vast and violent drug cartels and street gangs that control the obscenely illegal market. So I have told you about the 5 major problems that with marijuana being illegal. Now I would like to talk about the solutions that legalization would bring. I will begin with the solutions of teens having access to marijuana. Regulating marijuana, like tobacco and alcohol, would reduce the number of teens that have access to it, therefore reducing the number of teens that would be in juvenile hall. This could be done by having a merchant sell an ID for the product. If the merchant did not ID, there would be consequences to pay. The second solution is to reduce the number of people in jail. This would be done by reducing the number of nonviolent marijuana patients and responsible recreational users that they arrest. This would free up space for more serious criminals in jails and reduce the amount of money that's spent on prohibition. The money that is spent on prohibition could be used for improvements within the system. The third solution is to legalize the use of medical marijuana. The way that this would work is just like any other prescription. You would go to the doctor, and if he or she seen fit for the use of medical marijuana, you would be prescribed an ID card that could be taken to a dispensary, which is a pharmacy for medical marijuana. According to the Emerging Clinical Application for Cannabis and Cannabinoids, a review of recent scientific literature in 2010, the 19 diseases shown on this chart would benefit from the use of medical marijuana. The fourth solution is to allow the production of hemp. This would create productive industries, A few products that could be produced by hemp are shown on this graph. Also, instead of burning fossil fuels, we could burn hemp. This would eliminate CO2 and acid rain. According to the ecology article by the Hemp Revolution in 2006, 1 acre of hemp could produce 1,000 gallons of methanol in one season. Any CO2 released from the burning of hemp would be the same CO2 the plant had already taken from the environment, creating what is called a closed carbon cycle. Hemp could also eliminate deforestation, as anything that trees used to be used from trees can be used from hemp. The fifth solution is to reduce the amount of money that goes to the black market in foreign countries. There is no way to know how much money the black market in foreign countries make from selling marijuana, but we do know that there are many people who use marijuana in the U.S. every day. By legalizing marijuana, we could reduce the amount of money that goes to foreign countries and the black market. This money could be used in our economy. It would also help to keep people safe by keeping them away from drugs and illegal activities that are common among gangs and drug cartels. Marijuana is the most commonly used drug in the world. Marijuana is the most commonly used drug in the world. Could you point out the people in your everyday life who use marijuana? More than likely no, because these people are normal everyday people just like you and me. In conclusion, I have told you about the plant that I described at the beginning of our talk, the problems that prohibition is causing, and the solutions that legalization could bring. I invite you to do your own research and judge marijuana on fact.